Hi there, welcome to our next video about writing paragraphs for your semiotic analysis. After the introduction, the paragraphs within your analysis really contain your analysis. It's useful to think of a paragraph as containing one main idea. Now you might have a few terms that you talk about or a few ideas that you talk about within a paragraph, but it has to be around one main idea. So think of each paragraph as being roughly between 100 to 200 words. Below 100, it's a bit too short. Beyond 200, it just becomes a bit too densely packed for your reader to easily understand. So aim to keep it within that 100 to 200 word limit. Think about it as containing three main things. First of all, your topic sentence, which explains how the evidence that you're talking about in that paragraph answers the question. So what's the main idea or evidence for that paragraph, and what's the answer to the question? Then you get to go into that evidence in detail, analyze it. Finally, you might include a concluding and or linking sentence, which is where you sum up what has that paragraph shown for your answer. Now, one of the key things that people tend to fall into are descriptive topic sentences. So if you take this particular topic sentence, you'll see here that it's simply describing what the ad shows. So it's saying the product is associated with balls and basketball, and the theme of the ad uses orange and black colors. But that doesn't really show us how that idea helps to answer the question. So if you do have a topic sentence like this, which simply describes an element of the ad, instead think about what does this show about the ad's meaning, and how does it help my overall answer to the question or my overall argument. So let's take an example. Here's a topic sentence where it does that analysis. So it shows that the topic of the paragraph is going to be about how the myth is actually around some discourse. So the myth arises from a particular discourse. So the topic of that particular paragraph is about discourse, just generally. But the key thing is that the answer to the question is that it's providing a specific discourse about equating science with progress. So it's going to analyze how the ad creates a meaning about equating science with progress. So always think of your topic sentences as including both the topic, what's the general topic of the paragraph, but more importantly, how that helps to answer the question. Let's take a sample paragraph and look at the three moves within it. So first of all, you want to establish within your topic sentence the main topic of the paragraph. In this case, it's about identity. And the argument or the answer to the question is that the identity is created or enabled by pre-existing ideologies of sexism and capitalism and cultural myths which surround them. So that helps to show how that creates meaning for the ad. It provides evidence. I've highlighted here the references, but you'll see also throughout the paragraph that they're drawing on multiple ideas to show where they've got those ideas from. And the student has provided their analysis of that evidence. So they go through and analyze how those myths and how those ideologies are created in the ad. It uses cohesive language as well to connect the ideas. And that cohesive language is really important because if you have multiple examples, you need to tell your reader how those examples connect to one another. Now, with your paragraphing, do keep going back to your plan and thinking about how does each paragraph develop one main idea and how do they connect to each other, so that you can develop a logical structure that demonstrates your answer to the question. In the following video, we'll talk about conclusions.